Hello everyone, this is Ruben with San Antonio's Finest Realty. I'm here with Troy. Troy, it was good to meet you, and I'm glad you're out here. We're going to go check this property out. My understanding, you're looking at trying to get started in real estate investing.
Yes, sir.
Right. Where did you find me? How did you find me?
I was browsing through the Bigger Pockets podcast, and I came across Ruben, and he was somebody that inspired me, so I thought that I would reach out, and he actually picked up and talked for about 30 minutes, and he gave me the opportunity to come out here and walk the job site with him, so I'm very grateful for that, and thank you.
Yeah. So, hey, and also I know you come with a lot of experience in construction. That's kind of what you do full time, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so very valuable gentleman here. So let's go check it out.
Sure.
All right, so obviously we can see, I don't know if we can turn it on. Should have opened up the... So one of the things I look for is obviously trying to see what the cosmetic condition is. As you can tell here, there's a lot of cosmetic touch-ups that you need.
Okay.
Yeah, you can tell, which that's the easy stuff, right? That's easy stuff. So what I'm really looking for is trying to see, is there any movement in the foundation that's creating any sort of cracks?
Foundation shifts.
Yeah, foundation shifts. I look at the ceiling to see if there's any evidence of maybe the roof leaking. You know what I mean? One thing I also do is I shut the doors. I want to see, are they shutting? Are they getting stuck, right? Because that could be indicative of possibly a foundation issue, correct? And the garage, same thing. Shuts just your water here, it's got the expansion tank. So it looks like this is an updated one. Let me show you right here. Well, it looks fairly newer because, for the age of the house, I think the house was built in 07, I believe.
Okay.
So to me, that tells me that's a newer. I mean, it's not part of the original. Obviously, you look at the carpet.
So with something like this, would you take this carpet off and put some
Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. I don't. There's not really an odor to it. Yeah, no dog smell. We went to a house the other day, and that was one of the first things we actually did. Right. So right now, what I'm seeing is mainly cosmetic. Paint, fresh paint coat. Maybe the baseboards. Get them cleaned up a little bit and get them repainted. So now, these bedrooms are good size. People like good sized bedrooms. For these secondary bedrooms, this is a pretty good sized bedroom. It's not a real small one. Got a good closet. I don't see any cracks. I look at obviously the corners on the windows. A lot of times you see cracks there. That looks like that's just been touched up because they might have had some curtain rod there.
Yeah, they filled it.
Yeah, they just filled it. Yeah. So, looking at the ceilings, I don't see anything of concern. A newer ceiling fan. Nothing in there. Here, I'm trying to look for any water damage. Actually, it looks pretty good. I think it's just a big cleaning. Yeah. A little recop. No big deal. Okay, no water damage down there. Nothing up here that we can see. Now, I don't know if that's just discoloration. You see that kind of like a shadow or some sort? I don't know what that is. Okay. Feels like water damage or something. Kind of looks good. Paint looks good. Carpet looks good here too, for the most part. I got another rental house that has a big laundry room like this. Okay, see, we see a little bit of stain there, some sort of water stain. right? Okay. Not the end of the world, right? But we need to make sure that the roof is not leaking. And I got a roofer who's pretty good guy. Good deal. But there's a lot of space here. A big plus. Okay, here's the master. So, no one here. What's that?
Would you throw out some LVT?
Yeah, that's what I do. I would do that. And I would go ahead and remove this too.
Tile this?
No, I would use LVT. Yeah, same thing. Yeah. Because it's 100% waterproof. Right. Here, again, checking for any signs of water damage. It needs to be cleaned up real well and re-caulked. Because it's very, very dirty. And it looks like they were going to put some backsplash type of tile up there. Oh, interesting. So, check under here. No signs of damage. Nope. Dual vanity. Good thing, that's always a plus. Toilet area. Fan works. Kind of small, look. Good, it's fine. Good size. Yeah. Obviously, I would go ahead and take this carpet out. Might as well. You know, now kind of rethinking this, because you're going to put new flooring here. I don't know how it would go. I think me personally, because just me, the way I am, I don't know if I would really like a brand new floor here, in here.
Go straight to carpet?
Yeah, and this goes straight to carpet and this old stuff. But you're gonna, even though you may be able to clean it very well, you're gonna know it's not fresh, it's not new.
So how would you attack these cabinets?
Man, no, I just leave it.
Would you replace the hinges or anything?
Yeah, nope. Not at all. Renters really don't care about that, man. The countertops are good, I mean, they're laminate, but they look good. You know, one thing, if I was gonna sell this property, I probably would repaint these white. Yeah. I did that to a property I sold and it came out real good. Real good. So obviously we know here we need a dishwasher, stove is right there where you're at, and the refrigerator's over there on that end. As far as this floor, I mean, I would leave it. I would leave it in good condition. It's just, so the good thing, this is a big lot, man, and it sits, it backs up to a big. Yeah, huge, man. Huge. It's a 0.30, almost a third of an acre. So it's a huge lot. And it's got a lot of potential, man, for, especially for your exit strategy, you're going to sell it at some point. You can put a swimming pool out here, they can get a whole lot out here. That's allowed. Great all the way around my way. military too.
Grill out here.
Oh, yeah. I like it. And the location's not bad. The military base is
Yeah, I
right
saw
there.
that Lackland.
Yeah,
I had a-
Lackland's right there.
Don't worry about it. So after seeing this, it would be something that could feel.
Yeah, so I like it, right? I like the house. I don't see any major concerns right now, obviously. For the contract, then I would go and crawl in the attic and look just to make sure everything looks good from that perspective, right? During the option period. And that's what I would do, just check that out. So my next step in something like this, because it looks very promising, it looks like a good property, then I'm gonna start running the numbers, right? I'm gonna start trying to figure out how much is it gonna cost to get this freshly painted? How much is it gonna cost to get the carpet replaced? If we're looking, the only thing that would stay in place would be the kitchen, the second bathroom. Well, I think the master bathroom was shot. I think we need to replace that. So it's only the kitchen and the second bathroom that the flooring would remain the same. So everything else is with the assumption that we're replacing the floor. And if once I figure out what kind of price I'm looking at for those expenses, then I need to figure out what are the rent comps here for this area, which I've kind of started that already. And then I'm gonna figure out, okay, what is my price point? What price point, where am I at to make an offer where it's gonna make financial sense, right? Because I'm looking at my cash on cash rate of return. I'm looking at the equity I'm buying into it. And then I'm looking at the cash flow. Yeah. So those are three important items that come into factoring, the numbers out. You have any questions? Anything?
So what is your first step whenever you diagnose a property? Like what is your first steps in getting to looking for a property? Like what do you do?
So I'm looking for areas that are good rental areas based on what I know, in my opinion, here.
So you knew because this was a military area that
right, and the neighborhood is a nice neighborhood, right? And everything's close. You got HEB, you got Walmart right there. You got your employers, you got Citibank just down the road, right?
Do you look into school districts as well? Does that factor into your decision for properties?
The other areas that I have not done that, so I'd be lying to you if I said yes, I do. I really don't. It hasn't been a problem for me yet. So I haven't had a need to check for that. That makes sense to me. So no, I guess my answer is no, not really. I'm looking at the numbers, and I'm looking at, when I look at rent comps, I'm gonna see, are people renting out here? I'm already doing that. Before I get here, I'm already looking at that stuff. I'm looking at the numbers, I'm looking at the rent comps, I'm looking at, how long they stay on the market.
What are your minimum lease times?
I've done as little as 6 months, right? But it's at a higher rate than the rent comp, right? Because it costs money when you do tenant turnovers. It's going to cost you some money. Yeah. You just don't know what you're going to have to do depending on those tenants. Any other questions?
No, just thank you for giving me the opportunity to come out here and look at the property with you. Thank you for picking up my phone call and giving me the opportunity.
And yeah, you just talking to you, just to let everybody know out there, I was talking to him yesterday, and man, you are doing fabulous on getting ready for this journey. Financially, that is so important. I cannot stress enough how important it is to have your personal finance in order, because that right there is going to translate into how you manage your business finances. That's going to be so important. Because think about it. If we can't take care of our own finances, we're probably not going to do very good on the business side of it. So congratulations on that. It was great talking about that with you. So, and whenever you're ready to pull that trigger, first things first, we talked about is just getting your pre-approval in place. That way, when an opportunity pops up, man, you got to jump on it. You got to jump on it. But, anyhow. All right, folks. Hope you learned something about what we did today. There's just very, very minor things that this house is gonna require. So I'm gonna go now put some numbers on paper and see what it's gonna take to get this offer accepted. All right, thank you folks, and happy investing.